Sage here, 6-time author and founder of the Flora Sage Therapies Institute. And today is your monthly planning tip, which I'm so excited about because so many people have been sharing with me how these planning tips have helped them so much during their days and weeks so far this year. So, this planning tip for this month is keeping up your momentum. So, at this point in life, or in the year, life happens. Life throws us curveballs, and they can be seemingly good or seemingly bad curveballs, but curveballs nonetheless, which throw us off of our game and throw us off of our plan of action. So this week and this month, I have 3 simple tips for you on how to keep up the momentum when life throws you a curveball. So the first step and the first tip is to honor the curveball. Honor whatever change life has thrown at you, whether it's perceived as good, bad, or indifferent. Honor it and say, okay, this is what's going on. This is my life right now. And the second thing is to look at your why. Remember, look at your goals and look at those priorities that you have in place and reevaluate your why. Look at your why and say, okay, with this new curveball, is this goal or priority still a goal or priority of mine? And if it is, perfect, then you can move on to step number 3 or tip number 3. But if not, I would recommend that you go back to last month's planning tip on really allowing yourself to stay focused and reevaluating, okay, maybe I should change something up or skew it a little bit so that it's more in alignment with who I am right now. So once you recognize and once you say, yes, my why is still good, this is exactly, I still want this in my life, this is still a priority, this is still a goal of mine, then tip number 3 is to time block or batch work your goal. So this is all about keeping up momentum. And again, when life happens, sometimes it's hard to get that momentum up. So one of the ways that you can do that is to start to see progress. And how you can start to see progress is to batch work. Now, I talk about this in my Year in Reverse books that I have out. We also discuss this every single month with our planning posse, which is a group of folks who are really in it to win it this year. If you're interested, click the link below. But what batch work is basically blocking off a time where you will be uninterrupted and that you will be able to only work on that, specific thing. If you want to write your book, block off 2 hours and only focus and only write on your book. If you want to schedule your social media posts, block off 2 hours and just focus on that. If you want to clean the house, block off 2 hours or an hour or 15 minutes. And the biggest key and the biggest tip that I have about block work or batch working or doing batch jobs is to literally shut everything else off. Shut your phone off, shut notifications off, literally just put a do not disturb sign up to the world and say, I am focusing on this and only this right now. And what happens is you start to literally have that single point focus and you can get so much done in a very short period of time. Oh my goodness, this is incredible seeing how much people get done in a very short period of time. And this is also going to help you, like I said, to keep up that momentum because you're going to start to see more progress. You're going to start to see your dreams and your goals and your aspirations actually taking flight because you're focusing on them. Now, again, when life throws you that curveball, honor it. Recognize that it's just part of life. Recognize how has this changed, if it has, my why and my priorities and my goals for this year. If it has, tweak it a little bit and then stay on track and batch work your jobs, batch work your goals, batch work these to-dos that you have been creating every single month. Now, another thing, and I'm kind of throwing this out there, this is totally not in my outline or in my blog, but when you actually take into account this new factor in your life, this new curveball, and you still say, but this is still a really important priority and goal for me, how can I make these dance together? How can I intertwine these so that it still works? Again, this batch working is you make this a priority, this new life thing that just came in, a priority, as well as your current priorities and goals that have already been in place. That's why batch working and batch jobbing is so important, and time blocking is because you can say, you sit down and you say, okay, when am I gonna make time for this, and when am I gonna make time for this in my life? And that will help you kind of wrap your brain around each of these things that you have, each of these puzzle pieces that you have in your life, to be able to have them fit together seamlessly. Okay? Yay! Now, another tip of advice, or word of advice or tip for you is don't reinvent the wheel when you're doing this. If you are seeking out a professional, or if you're seeking out a solution to something, seek out the professionals, seek out the people who have been there, done that, and buy their book, maybe take their program, book an interview with them, but don't reinvent the wheel. If you want further support from me for you this year, click the link below that says Planning Posse, and you're gonna see a fabulous opportunity where we can work together every single week for the rest of the year. It's gonna be amazing. Well, it actually is amazing because I'm already working with a few select people. But if you're interested, click it, join. I'd be happy to have you in the group. All right, I hope you have enjoyed this month's planning tip. If you have, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up, as well as comment below for how this has helped you this month and how the other months have helped you so far this year. All right, until next month, I will see you soon. Mwah! Happy planning. Bye-bye.